to the hereafter. And this is a journey that is haq. It is solid.
Bam. Greet you in the words of Assalamu alaikum, which means peace, blessings be upon you. And I mentioned both Jesus and Muhammad's names. Peace be upon them both. You're looking at the Underground Railroad TV show. We come on every Saturday night at 10:30. Don't turn that dial. Okay. And you can see me and Alderman Jones 7 days a week, 24 hours. Every single day on YouTube. Just put in Underground Railroad TV. Put his name in there, put my name in there. Again, Google his name up. He always like to say Google him up. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Well, I'm the former alderman of the 15th Ward and Ward Committeeman. Presently, I'm the Deputy Consulate General of the Moore Science Temple in North America, in Chicago, in post number 1. I know who I am.
Yes, Red Ross. Got Red Ross of the Booty Butt Naked Truth. I always don't say that right. They come on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 3.
And Friday.
And Friday.
Friday. Tell us about yourself. And the radio.
Yeah, being a radio host, just being blessed on the Harold Davis Butt Naked Truth Show, and a part of DeJuan Deloney's production show for youth and children, and Boise Edwards show, Simply Speaking, and Make You Want to Holler. Congratulated things doing to Robert House, where we dealing with the children, not just basketball, but teaching them also. The guy that sits in the office that signs the checks makes as much money as the guy that's shooting the basketball, and they never sweat. So just don't get caught up in sports.
Okay, and the Gordy Foundation, man, y'all gotta hear this. I mean, you gotta hear all of this, really. You have Miss Audrey and Mr. Porter. Please tell us something about this.
My name is Audrey Wright. I'm the CEO of Gordy's Foundation. I'm also the CEO of C.H. Millery. I also host my own show on Thursday night
What
on
time?
CAN 21 at 5:30. I have a vocational training school, and I've also acquired DDT training, which is developmental disability training, that's in the city that no other school has, black.
Wow.
Please send your children that has a disability to my school, because we are training disability. And we also train screen printing, industrial sewing, barber school, carpentry. We also got weldization in the building with Phil Jackson.
Black Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also will have weldization for Gordy's Foundation also soon.
Yes.
Mr. Porter is my executive director. He's a fireman. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Brother Ross, pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir.
I've heard so much about you as I was growing up.
Yes,
it's like
sir.
a legend.
Mm.
Alderman, also you. Brother, like I said, that's the reason I sit here, because of you giants. I stand on the shoulder of giants.
Praises to the Allah.
And I thank you all.
I'm nobody. Make
Yes.
that clear. I don't want to be somebody. They looking for somebody. I want to be nobody. They put somebody in prison. I don't want to be nobody.
All right.
I want to be nobody. I want to be somebody. Go ahead.
I'm the executive director for Gordy's Foundation. Basically, we, like Mrs. Wright had elaborated, we have a lot of different trainings for people. We are in the heart of Inglewood. Let me just tell you a little bit about Miss Wright. Miss Wright had a lucrative business. She's been in business for over 40 years. She could have taken her nest egg and ran, but she took a tragedy and turned it into a good for the people of Inglewood. She opened up the school right there, located at 6430 South Ashland. She's
Excuse
been
me,
there.
what kind of tragedy?
Her son, Gordie, was gunned down by some street thugs.
Oh, wow.
And he was going to visit his fiance and child, and this kid was college bound, doing movies. I mean, he was the truth. He could speak, and people wanted to hear what he had to say. Wow. You know, and that's when they say, you know, those great lights of life are blown out too early. And that's what occurred. And she didn't take that tragedy and fold up like some people and go into a depression. She got angry, but she got angry in a way to make a difference so no other mother would have to go through what she's went through. And that's alone is just a milestone. Yes. And she's continually working hard to try to stop the tragedies that occur in Inglewood. As we mentioned, we basically have collaborated with Black Star with the weatherization. Yeah. But what Mrs. Wright is doing, she is a genius because she brings more people in. And a lot of young people just want something to do. Idle mind is truly a devil's playground. And if you got something to do that you like doing, you don't think about mayhem.
Yes.
You know, so.
Yes. And you know, Brother Red Ross, tell us, what is your organization doing? What inspired you to do what you're doing?
Well, I had a blessing and a blessing and a lesson. When I was just speaking to Miss Wright about the helicopters that came on 59th and Prairie in 2000. When I was selling drugs and carrying 44s, I was the devil's advocate and they loved me.
Yes, sir.
When I stopped selling drugs and started talking to children and they started listening to me, then I became a problem. I didn't know the effectiveness of when you not working with those people, that you against those people. The Calumet building on 63rd and Calumet, the Wabash building on 62nd and Wabash, the 220 building right there, 63rd and Indiana, between Indiana and Michigan, there were 6 gangs: Four Corner Hustlers, Vice Lords, Stones, Disciples, and GDs. Out of the gangs, I bought the church, St. Anselm, right on the corner, 60th and Indiana. I had skating rink, basketball tournaments and different things, and the children started playing games against each other. And like he said, the idle mind is a devil's playhouse. When I gave the children something to do, the police drove up on one little young man. He didn't understand. The police asked him why we not finding guns and y'all not shooting each other. They said, Red Ross got a gym up there. Why would we do that? We play ball against each other. They started their investigation right there from the day the little boy said that to get me out the community.
Yes.
So now what I do for children and help children and things of that nature, and like Miss Wright organization, she don't even know that I send people over there. That's because my admonishment and accomplishments come from God. Yes, I don't look for nothing from her or somebody to give me something, because I've had things all my life. And by me having illicit drug money, I made sure nobody went hungry, rent wasn't paid, and the children didn't have nothing to eat. That was the wrong kind of money to help people with.
Yes, sir.
I had the right intentions, so God protected my heart. But it was from the wrong admissions. So now that God changed my life around, I have a 501c3 that I just acquired a month and a half ago. I haven't had it just 72 hours, and somebody donated the house to me. So that let me know that I'm on the right track, doing the right thing. When they say when you're doing right, whatever you touch turn to gold, God truly turns it to gold.
Now you need to let Miss Aldridge's program rehabilitate your buildings.
You know, Alderman.
Because that's what she tries to train people when they come out of the penitentiary.
Alderman
And everybody calls me to come out the penitentiary.